Hi everybody. So today I'm just going to show you how you can make your canvas more appealing. So let me go up here to my dashboard in Canvas. Sorry, that's my summer school stuff. So Canvas, the plain way, if you're happy with it, whatever, it's just going to look like this. And pretty much from student view, it's not too different. Sorry if I'm sniffly. It'll just be like this from student view. So pretty plain. If you would like to make it more appealing, um, that way it can look, let's see, where's my new one? More like this. It opens up. For kids, I'm going to show you how to do that an easy way. There's a couple different ways, but this is the way that was easiest for me. So for me, this is my banner or whatever you're supposed to call it. Each of my days is actually a button, so that'll take them to whatever it is they're supposed to do on Monday. And put different things in there in each of these. I made a button for a calendar, so I'll have a calendar for them. Things like that, websites and apps. I'll put Lexia, Seesaw, whatever. I still don't know that I'm like set on these, but they're ideas just to get started. Contact me. So if they click there, it's just a direct email. They'll just be taken to their email though instead of mine. So there's two different ways you can get started. Well, there's probably more than that, but there's a couple. You could either work on Google Slide if you're more familiar with that. The cool thing about Google Slide is, I don't know, pretend my Starbucks cup is like a Seesaw logo. You have the capability of like clicking on that, and then say you want to insert a link. You just go to insert, link, and you can put the web address. That way when you upload it to Canvas, instead of uploading a photo, like I'm going to just upload a screenshot, you upload it as a slide and it's a live thing, and then the kids can actually click on your picture and go straight there. So if that sounds like something you want to do, you can do these same steps in Google Slide. It'll work the same. For me, I didn't really care about that because I have buttons on my page right below, and that will take kids where they need to go. I didn't feel the need to put in my picture, at least not right now. There's another way too. Some people have just bought like a template on Teachers Pay Teachers. If you are on Facebook, there's this whole group here, Bitmoji Craze for Educators. If you want to be added to that one, let me know. This one, the teachers have a whole bunch of backgrounds. I think I must have like clicked on a button here. But have a whole bunch of different backgrounds that they make for their classes. And then people also ask a lot of questions in here. You can see like this is hers, and mine's different because I'm like finding the images. This one, it's like they have backgrounds and then you can add things in, kind of similar. And the other group that's really good is Canvas for Elementary. So in this group, this is like, there's so many people in here. There's people that have been using Canvas for a really long time. There's people that are new. There's people in tears. There's people helping them through it. So when I have questions, I tend to ask here. So I stop exhausting Dana and Christina, who I always turn to for help. So those are some good places. Also, if you go to YouTube, you can go to Canvas for Littles. Check that out. She has a whole series of videos that are helpful. And if there's certain things you want help with, you can probably search that field too. But she has like a whole channel filled with tons of videos. As there are videos the same for Canvas. So if you want to get into the practice, when you get stuck, you can ask me, but you can also go on YouTube and you can actually put in the search field like Canvas and the thing about Canvas, like quizzes or something that you want help with. It's really helpful. Plus, there's all the resources from our district. So anyways, to get started, I'm just going to use PowerPoint, and let me do a new document. And let me just delete these boxes. I just want a blank slide. You can always change your slides up here. You just want a blank one. So the first thing you want to know is you're going to put your pictures in, but you want to do it from back to front. So obviously if I have a wall, I'm going to want everything in front of that wall, if that makes sense. So when I go to Google Chrome or wherever, say I want a white brick wall background. There's some cool options in here. Just click images. there's tons of these. These are cool, and honestly, if it was me, I'd probably pick this one because it already has a flooring, or some others that already has a flooring. Just look for some of these words. You don't want that on there. This one looks really cool. But just to show you how I would do the flooring, I'm not going to pick one of those in case you didn't like it, but like how cool is that? It's already done. So I'll show you what I mean. So say I like this one. And I'm just going to, since I'm on the MacBook, if I use 2 fingers on the mouse, sometimes I have to do it twice. Just use 2 fingers, copy image, go here, and I'm going to do Command V. You could also go to Insert, but I just think it's quicker. Hold Command V down at the same time, and then it just puts it, and it covers my slide. Super easy. Next, I need flooring. Let me make this bigger while we're working in case you need to see it closer up. So when I go to Google, now this time, I don't need this one anymore. Say I want wood flooring background. Let's see what it gives me here. Lots of different options. Say I like this one. Okay. Again, I don't have to download it since the image doesn't have anything else on it I don't want. I just use 2 fingers. Click. Doesn't want to do it for me. There we go. Copy image. And then I'm going to go into PowerPoint and Command V. Now I'm just going to take the corner. See how it's highlighted? There's like all the boxes around it. Just take it, drag it. I might even drag it out this way a bit. The ones we saw that had the flooring and the wall were cool because it was kind of scaled so it looks like, you know, the wall's further away. This is just a little more one-dimensional. So you can make it whatever size you want, and then when you have it, I'm just going to do Command C, which means copy, and then Command V, so I paste it. Sometimes you have to click off of the picture when you're pasting it, otherwise, I don't know, sometimes it just acts funny. Now you'll notice that my flooring is off the side of the page. That doesn't matter, because later all I'm going to do is take a screenshot. Sorry, I closed the window, I could hear my boys fighting outside. Take a screenshot. Oh, I didn't get all the way down. Let me just go all the way down here. All the way down. Almost. You can actually click on it and use the arrows and it'll go down really, or up, just a slight bit each time. So there's that. And next, say I want my teacher desk. Let's see if I can find an okay looking desk. I think last time I had kind of a hard time finding the one I wanted because I wanted it straight on desk. Maybe desk clip art. They might look kind of cartoony. So this one I think took me a little bit when I was searching for mine to find one that I wanted because so many of them are at an angle and I wanted one that was straight on. So let's see. And I want it to be from the front, not the back. All these things. And you don't have to do all this. I'll show you another option. So say I like this one. Okay, so this time I'm gonna click on it and I want to save image as, because there's like white all around it, and if I drop it onto my PowerPoint slide, all that white square will be there too. So I'm gonna put it on the desktop and I'll just say desk, save. Now, this was the website, super helpful for me. Go to remove.bg. You don't have to put the upload in there, just remove.bg. And you'll see a button that says upload. So I want to go to my desktop because that's where I saved the picture of the desk. That's the one I want. And automatically when you upload it, it's going to take away the background. You'll see little pixels. Good. You actually have the option too of, say I want to erase. Just click on the word erase, and I don't like this. Say I want this gone. I'm not going to be able to get the part off like that's on the desk entirely, and say I don't want this ugly candy dish over here. Most of the time you don't have these little knickknacks on here, you don't have to worry about it. So as long as you get rid of the background, it's okay. I know I have some little weird spots there, so maybe I can just put something else there. I'll show you what I mean. When you're done, just click download. Download again. You'll see there's the file name. But now since you've downloaded it, it's not going to be on your desktop. It's going to be in your download folder. So you can go to PowerPoint again. You can't do Command V this time because it's not copied. So you're going to go to Insert, Picture from File. It's going to be in your download folder. Here it is. And now when we put it in, see all the whites around it and those little things are gone. I know it looks kind of weird right now, but we can put a plant over it or whatever. It doesn't matter. So say I want this over here. Doesn't matter. And say next you want a chair for your desk. Okay, so let me go. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm just going to say chair. And say I'm happy with this one. Again, there's white around it. This is like an actual photograph. So I'm going to save image as. I'm going to call it chair. And then I'm going to go to my favorite website, remove.bg. Okay, close out. Upload image. I'm going to click on my blue chair here. There you go. So download that. You can even just click on the picture and it downloads it. So remove. Okay, so I want to insert my chair. Pictures from file will be in my download folder. So downloads right there. My blue chair. Insert. So I want to put it here, and then you can make it bigger to scale your desk, or it's probably too big. Here, maybe it's still too big. It's gonna be about here. Obviously, you don't want it on top of your desk. So with 2 fingers, if you click on here, or you can use these features up here, it does the same thing. I just like shortcuts, so I do 2 fingers on my mouse. So you have this option, bring to front, bring to back, but if you notice, there's also bring forward or bring backward. Think of every single picture you put on as a layer. So the first picture you put on, that's your bottom layer. The last picture you put on, that's your top layer. So I just want this to go 1 layer behind my desk. So I'm just going to send it backward. So see, now it's behind my desk. I can move my desk now, it's in front of it. So there's that. Oh, my wall's not quite in the right spot. There we go. So I've got my chair. I don't really want to see what I'm sitting on. Probably more like that. Now I want to put myself there. So you can, if you are a fan of Bitmoji, if you have it on your phone, you could actually look on your Bitmoji app and find one that you like. There's another option. If you were to add a Bitmoji extension, which just Google how to do it. I honestly don't remember, but there's directions on there. When you Google Bitmoji extension, you can add it in here. A good tip for searching Bitmoji is the word pose, because when you just type that in, it's you and all of your different poses, however you want to be. I already have one. I think I had put sit, and I had one sitting without a chair, so I've been using that one. No need for the toilet one. So I want this one. So right click and choose image. So I want this one, copy. So when I go to my PowerPoint, I had just done 2 fingers and then copy. And then I'm going to do Command V. There I am. And then I'm going to put myself in the chair. Let's see, I'm not really sure how big to make myself. I feel like my legs need to be longer. I think Janelle and I were talking about that, like our legs weren't touching the floor. Again, I want to send backward because I want it behind the desk, but I'm on top of my chair. Oops, so that makes sense. You can always, like, if this is in the way, you could move it if you needed to and, like, position yourself however you want so that it looks right. So, say there I am. What else would be helpful? Something fun that I did, I had found a picture frame. So say I wanted this one. And I have already removed the background. I'm just going to, oh, won't let me do it anymore. I guess I've been gone from that picture too long. It's been sitting there. Yeah, it won't let me. So say I wanted to Google frame. And I just thought it was a fun touch, but, oh, picture frame, for Pete's sake. I didn't mind my mistyping there. Okay, so say I really like, oh gosh, these are pretty gaudy. Say I really liked this one. That'd be fine. Save image as. I'm just going to call it frame. It's on my desktop. replace it. That's fine. I've done this a couple times. So I'm back here. Just do upload. And here's my picture frame. Now the outsides are gone. Now, even though this has a picture in it, like I could say I love it and keep it. It doesn't matter. But I can actually just put a picture on top of it. So I'll go in here. Whoop, sorry. And then put my picture in from file to my downloads folder. Here's my frame. And you could leave it as is if you wanted to. You could leave it. There you go. I thought it was more fun, and I got a little carried away working on like monthly pictures, but I thought it was more fun to look for pictures of my kids, my family, to put in the frame. So say I wanted to use my cover picture here. I'm just going to copy the image, so I use 2 fingers, or you could click on it and do Command C. That's the same thing for copy. So say I just do Command V. I'm going to paste it in. It's huge. That's okay. So I'll just resize it, and I want to get it to about the size of the picture in the frame. And so I'm going to put it here, and then just kind of drag it in to be the right size. And I don't care too much right now. I'm just going to drag it, whatever. It's close enough for me. And then say you wanted something like string lights. The easiest search for me was string lights transparent background. I searched for a long time. So string lights transparent background, just click on images. You can play with it to find ones that you really like. You don't have to have string lights. You could also look up lights at Home Depot. It doesn't matter. And find a picture from ones from Home Depot and then just take away the background. I liked this one. It turns black for some reason once you open it or click on it. It doesn't matter though. This one actually already has a transparent background. So I do 2 fingers or Command C. I'm just going to copy image, go over here, and then Command V, paste it in. All right, and then I can just change it how I want. Just want to make sure that the wires go off the edge of the page, and then I can drag the box up. It doesn't have to come down so far. My ugly spots on my desk, I could look for like a rubber plant. Look for images that I like. Say it's this one. Save image as plant. Replace it. It's fine. Already. Here, upload, and then I'll just be able to put it on top of my desk. I did some silly things, like I got the Starbucks cup and I put that in, and that was fun. And then for the month of October, I'll show you. Actually, it'd be easier if I just show you. Plant. I'm sorry if I'm going on too long. You can stop watching it anytime. Where did I go? I must have clicked on something funny. So insert picture from file. And then, oh, there it is. Plant. They go pretty much alphabetical order. So you don't have to do all this. If you just want to do the Bitmoji thing, if you think that's way easier, you can do that too. So say I want this here, it doesn't quite cover. I can stretch it out. I can make it wider. Whatever you want to do. And then I had a Starbucks cup I did on mine. It was kind of silly. Like in October, I wanted it to say pumpkin spice, so I just inserted, I went to shapes, and I did a text box, and then wherever you click, it'll come up. You can make it whatever size, and I typed in like pumpkin spice. So we'll just pretend. Then I'll show you what I'm talking about. So say I wanted it to say, oh, pumpkin spice latte. So say I was here, I go home, I want to shrink it to like an 8 or probably a 5 or 6, something super tiny. I can drag my corners in if I need to. And then the little turn arrow is able to like, and then once I have the 4 arrows, take it and I just put it on my cup. I know I don't have a cup here, I'm just, for example, that's how I would do it. And I'll show you on mine. It's not on that one, it's on this one. So, and then when I wanted to change them for the months, I just took out a couple things and added different things for like October. I changed the photo on the frame, even though the frame stayed the same. I took out the welcome sign. You don't have to do this kind of stuff. It's whatever you want. I had fun doing this part. I know it's not the important part of like, oh my gosh, how are we actually going to teach kids online? But I thought it would make it a fun space for the kids. And so once you have your image, so pretend we're done. And I think that one says gingerbread latte. So pretend you're done and this is your class and you're super happy with it. Oh, one other thing, another option, if you're just hating your life right now, oops, I should have done a new slide. You don't want to say you don't want to do all this and you're just like, this is dumb, I hate my life, I don't like this. You could do anything. You could get a family photo. You could look for what would be something like beach photos. I hope nothing bad comes up right now. So you look for beach photos and go to images. And this is what you want to be your background. Just copy it. So 2 fingers, or click on it and do Command C. And then go to your PowerPoint and Command V, drop it in. Then you could do something easy like insert shapes, go to the text box, the one with the A in it. Then you could draw your text box here. You probably want to center it. You could change the color of your letters. You could make it whatever font you want. So, and make it really big. You could just say Mrs. Duncan's 2nd grade class and say you're done, whatever. Maybe you wanted to go down and then have your email for parents so that they could contact you or find it really easy if they needed it. I mean, they should be able to contact you through Canvas anyways. You could just stretch it out if it doesn't fit. So say you're done. Easy peasy, doesn't matter. So either way, whether you use this one or let me go down. Hello. Or you're using this one, doesn't matter. So take a screenshot of it. If you're on your Mac, it's Shift Command 4, and you'll notice your cursor has like a little target on it now. And you'll just go however far you want. I'm going to leave off that end over there. Say I want that. All right, now it's automatically on my desktop. Now, to put it on your canvas, go into Canvas. You're going to be on your dashboard. You log in. You can log in through Clever. You can go, I tend to just go here, leusd.instructure.com. I don't know why I tend to avert from Clever. Go to Start a New Course. And you could name it Practice. I'll just name it Practice 2. I've done this before. Create Course. Here we go. Now you need to create a new module. And this new module, probably call this like your welcome page. Just do welcome, add module. Okay, so then the first thing you want to do is add the plus sign right here. You're going to add something. And you want to add a page to the welcome. And then select new page. You have to select that. Don't ask me why. Just do it. You can type in welcome again, add item. Okay, so now that you have that, you can go to this welcome page. Ta-da! Isn't that amazing? I know it's not really. Sorry, I'm being obnoxious. I'm really tired. Tomorrow's Cole's birthday. Click on the edit button. And now you're here. And there's all of these choices, your size, your paragraphing, your bold, italic, underlining, your letter colors for highlighting. I don't remember making the letter small. If you want things centered or whatever, I tend to click on centered, how you want your spacing and things. Links, if you want it to link to something else. You can make your pictures links too. Right now you want to just go here, all right? So you're here, you clicked edit, you're on your page, go to the picture button, upload image. Okay, so click again, upload image, look on your desktop. Which one was the one we just did? This one here. All right, I clicked open and submit. It's yellow because it's becoming active or something, I don't know. So that's on here. Just give it a second, it will come up. promise it's thinking about it. Okay, it's silly. It's not done. So if you click on the three dots, oh wait, no, not that one yet. New, welcome, front page. Oh, I think I have to go out. All right, so we have this. So go ahead, do save and publish. Publish means like they would say once you had a class in, they would be able to see it. Now, up here at the three dots, so we saved it, right? Up at the three, and don't worry if you published it, kids can't find it right now, you're fine. Go to the three dots and then use as front page. Okay, so now that's done. Go ahead and click home up at the top left. All right, so we clicked home. Now we want to go to, what is it? Is it course? New, welcome, front page, add items. Now I want to go to, sorry, this is the part that I only do a couple times. Settings, front page, add items, options. Trying to remember what we do next. All right. Sorry, 1 second. Add item, options, settings. So go down here to settings. Okay, now we're on the course details here. To make our button in the beginning the same as like on our dashboard, you can choose image and then just upload the image that we want, which is this one here, so that way it's the same on your page as you have here. All right, and then you can just save update course at the bottom, so now you have that. Okay, so when I go home, good, yay, that all looks good. Choose home, okay. Over here on the side, I think it's this one, yeah, choose home page on the right here. And then you want to click on use front page. So pages, front page. That way your home page is that one that you put your picture on. So then click save. Okay, so now you're in. This is your home page. Now you're like, but where are all my buttons? You haven't made any yet. And that could probably be another training. But if you did want to get started, just click edit. So don't worry, it won't take away your picture or anything, but you get in, you're like, I can't see anything. It's these stupid dots over here, these 8 dots in the corner. Click on it and drag it down, okay? And then you can see down, and once you click over here on the side of your picture, just press return, and then you can go down to the next lines to get down below. But those dots control this whole thing. So I hope that makes sense. When I did my buttons, I used some files I already had because I had bought this whole class farmhouse pack when I redid my classroom. And so I actually just screenshotted those and connected them. I guess I can show you. So say, okay, to do the buttons, just a real quick one here. So say I'm down here. So there's a little bit of disconnect. Some people say it's better to use a table and some people don't. When I did not use a table, all my stuff was jumbled up, all my buttons. But then the people that know more about web design said not to use the buttons, but people from Canvas say not to use the table, and other people say do. So I'm not 100% sure. I've used it and it makes it look nice, but I'm not sure what the problem is if we did use it. To insert a table, you go to these 3 dots here, and there's your little table. Click on the right arrow and say I wanted 3 spaces for my buttons here. I just do that, and now I have like almost like Excel, and these like either add, take away, columns or rows, whatever. So say let's see, I want to make all of these centered. So I highlighted them and clicked centered. and say I'm in here and I wanted to put in a picture, because all I would really do was, and I think I already deleted my files because my computer was overloaded. It wasn't letting me make a screen video. But say I wanted to insert a picture here. Same thing as we did before. I just clicked in the box and then upload image. And say I really wanted, okay, I have a couple on here. That's helpful. Say I wanted this. All I did was I had this like in a PowerPoint, and all I did was take a screenshot of it. Just make sure you get it exactly the same size as your other ones. So I put it in and I submit, and then now I have, it's coming just like the picture on top. It just takes a minute to be happy with its life. Now it's here. You can click on it and then do image options if you want to change the size. Right now it's custom, it's the size it was on my computer, but you can change the size here. Some people have said it's better to have the size exactly as you want it and then upload it and not change it. So, I mean, it's up to you. We're still figuring out all the little kinks. And say I had another image I wanted to use over here. I had made some buttons, and all I did was I opened Microsoft Word and I Googled watercolor succulents. And I screenshot 5 different ones of the watercolor succulents, and then I typed the words Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday underneath. And then say you really wanted this to be your other button. I know you don't, but just pretend this is another button of yours. So here you go. In 5 hours, it'll open. Okay, so there's that. If I do image options, I could change the size if I wanted. Click done, and you can see the size. So that's that. Now, say you wanted this to link to something else. You're going to have to go in. Let me save this. Save wherever I am. There we go. So in order to link your buttons to anything else, go to Pages, click View. Oops, sorry. Click View All Pages. This is your only one right now, anyways. But say, what was my button? I think it said Parent Help Center. So I'm going to make a page, and it's going to say Parent Help Center. I'm not even going to do anything with it yet. It's just here, and I'm going to save and publish it. Okay. All right, so if I go back to View All Pages, so whatever buttons I have, I want to also create a page to go with them, if that makes sense. So I'm here on my welcome page. I'm going to click on Edit again. Anytime you want to change anything, you're going to have to click on Edit. And then I want to go down. Remember the little dots on the right, and then I can just scroll up. So if I click on this, it's highlighted. Now, do you see the little link? It's like a chain. If you click on that, you have the option of external links or course links. So external links will take you to things outside of Canvas, but the course links will take you to things within Canvas, like our page. So I'm going to click course links. Now I'm going to click pages because that's what I made. There's other things we can create we'll talk about later, but for your button's sake, do pages. And I want this one to link to my Parent Help Center. All right, so now it's done, and I'm going to click Save. So now when someone is on the welcome page and they click here, it's going to take them to my other page, which I have nothing on yet. If this is too much information, just stop. It's okay, and just work on your picture and get that up, and then you can do the buttons. In the email that I sent, the first one, there was a little part from Dana Chandler, who's honestly worked so tirelessly ever since school shut down. I mean, I know we all have, but like on another level. Her and Christina have been so helpful. Anyway, as part of the email, I copied a little blurb from her, and it had the link in it. The link will take you here. So you don't necessarily need me all the time. I mean, I don't mind, whatever. But she made a page, and it's all about Canvas for littles too. She has a 10-minute video, kind of similar to what I did, but hers was more like the basic one, like with the ocean, just showing you real quick. Probably didn't want to overwhelm people, but if you wanted to see how to do the Bitmoji stuff, mine it has some ideas, or you could look at the Facebook group, that Bitmoji for crazy teachers or whatever it was. That's here, and then there's another one here for adding buttons, step-by-step instructions to create a welcome page. Like all this stuff, recordings from her Zooms, all these things are in here, and she's wonderful. More buttons, tutorial, creating your own buttons apparently are the thing. So if you need more help, that is in here as well. So maybe if you want to get started, once you figure it out, it's not too bad, and then we'll move on from here. But don't forget, there are all the other, what are they called? In SCED, all the other courses that are being offered, a lot of them by Dana and other teachers and Ryan, showing how to use Canvas. But I don't want to go into anything else right now. So if you just want to work on creating your welcome page, and then if you want to get started with buttons or maybe just design them, and then if you need help like attaching them, you can. That way, once you figure out what you're going to teach and how, at least you have somewhere to put it. I'm not 100%, but I'm thinking what I'm going to do is this is my landing page. It has some important things on it, and I could change these up once I see what I actually need them to have easy access to. And say if it's Monday, I'm going to put the links to our Zoom in here, and then I have a button here to get started. It says get started at the bottom, so I made it too big and make it smaller. And then it's going to take them to their modules of work. So I already linked it there. There's just no work in there for them to do yet. So if you have any questions getting started, let me know. Again, this is not the only way to do it. You can check out those Bitmoji crazy teacher groups, and the Canvas one is super helpful. And I'm sure there's other teachers that know about this more than I do. So if you need anything, please ask. If you do not feel the need to come to the Zoom meeting next week because of this video, that's great, and then we can just continue to move forward. I had a feeling some people like just needed a few minutes to see this and be like off and running, and others might need more one-on-one, like, okay, where did you click or whatever. I like these screencasts because when I'm learning how to do it from Dana, I can hit pause and then do it, and then watch and hit pause and then do it. But yeah, that's about it. So if you need me, I'll be here. I will still host the Zoom. I hope you're all doing well, and I miss seeing you guys in person. Take care. Bye.